Hi, my name is Marcie Petersen, and I am with the Epilepsy Foundation of Colorado, and I would like to welcome you to the second of a three-part series of roundtable discussions designed to empower people living with epilepsy and help them improve their lives. In this discussion, we will be talking about how to be your own or your child's best advocate. And we have gathered together 4 people who have been affected by epilepsy. I will let the panelists introduce themselves. So you introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Allison Sidlacek, and I am a parent of a child with epilepsy.
My name is Jen Gravestock, and I have been living with petit mal and drop seizures for the past 10, 15 years.
My name's Jackie Plauche. I'm 17 years old, and both my brother and I have tonic-clonic seizures upon awakening.
And I'm Stan Krautman, and I've had seizures brought on by stress and anxiety since about 1985.
Okay, so how about we start with you all defining advocacy and what that word means to you?
Advocacy really means more self-advocacy to me. It means taking a stand for yourself, knowing and learning your rights, and being able to ask for help if you need it, and knowing that that's okay because there's people out there who actually care.
Yeah, I agree with that, especially since we both have epilepsy. My kind of biggest problem that I had once I was diagnosed is I kind of didn't believe I had seizures, and so that was kind of my biggest hurdle that I had to overcome, that I had epilepsy. My brother had it, but I didn't want to believe that I had it. So it was hard for myself to become an advocate because, like you said, self-advocacy, especially when you yourself have epilepsy, is so important. And so that's why it was really great to have my family and everyone really be advocates for myself and absolutely stand up for me and get me informed when I did not want to, because sometimes, as a parent, you have to do what's best for your child. And so that's one thing that I think, so important to be an advocate, whether it's for yourself or for your child, everything. It's a big part of living with epilepsy.
Well, I looked up the definition of advocate, and it's a person who pleads on someone's behalf. I think if you're an advocate, you support the individual who has seizures. In the world we have today, there's not a lot of support or understanding of what a person goes through who has seizures. A person who has seizures has a medical condition, and yet it's not only the medical condition, it's the after effects, it's the how people treat you, how they view you. As we all know, sometimes if you see a person having a seizure and you look at the community, they're either horrified or have no idea what's going on. So we have to advocate for ourselves and educate the community.
I feel like, I guess my definition of advocacy would be any exchange of information about epilepsy from a person affected by epilepsy to another. I just feel like that exchange of information is one type of advocacy, and I think there's many ways we can do it. We can do it through educating people, just simply telling them about what epilepsy is. I think that's definitely a form of epilepsy. I think when we're participating in events and we're creating awareness for the community, that's definitely a type of advocacy. I think when we talk to our physicians and coming from a parent perspective, of course I'm doing most of the talking to the physician. In that case, any exchange of information, I'm the expert on my child, and any information I'm giving the physician is advocating for my child, because we're talking about her health care, we're talking about the quality of care she's getting, and what her needs are. And so I can advocate in an educational setting with her teachers and school nurses. And then there's, the formal advocacy of sitting down and and working with legislature or policymakers and changing the way they view epilepsy as well. So I think advocacy has so many facets to it, and I think we all do it whether we realize it or not, because I think just saying the word epilepsy is to another person is a form of advocacy.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with all of you, but I know from personal experience there's so many people that are so scared of epilepsy because it looks weird to a lot of people. And simply letting people, reminding them of who you are actually, like the epilepsy, who you are is not a person with seizures. Who I am is an adult who is compassionate and caring, fill in the blank, whatever you want to, whoever you are, however you define yourself. And it's not a person with epilepsy. That is not the first way I define myself. And I think that's also really important, is like mentally kind of getting that straight. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't have that straight, then you're going to let it run your life. That's my personal opinion, at least. Mm-hmm. And because I know I had done that for a while, and now I'm kind of running its life, and it's a good feeling. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think especially being a high school student, like, first and foremost, I'm in high school right now. I'm applying to colleges. I'm, my musical productions and like all normal high school stuff. And when I was diagnosed my freshman year, trying to find advocates within my like friendship community, I was scared to tell them and to tell my friends, worried about what they would think. Would they think it was weird? Would they think, all this different stuff? Because being a kid in high school, I'm a kid in high school, and you're always kind of thinking of, I don't want to be seen like that. And really, I actually joined the youth council here at the Epilepsy Foundation, and that really helped me kind of realize that there are lots of kids that have this, and there are lots of other high school students who they advocate for themselves within their communities. And I had never even thought that, they would set up booths and stuff at their schools and do stuff like that. And like all these kids are teaching me so much, and I'm proud to say that now I do that. And so it's really great to have a community within our community of epileptics too. Mm-hmm. And that's something that I've really found to help me a lot, being a youth that's living with epilepsy. Mm-hmm.